Not every masterpiece makes it to the spotlight. Some are buried, hidden beneath the noise, waiting for real fans to find them. Today, we're going deep. 10 action anime so intense, so overlooked, they'll make you question how you ever missed them. This isn't just another list, it's a warning, because once you watch these, ordinary anime will never hit the same again. Welcome back to Anime Dungeon, the place where true anime fans uncover the gems everyone else overlooks. And today we're stepping into a world of chaos, blades, and beautifully crafted battles. These aren't the usual mainstream names you see on every top 10 list. These are the shows that earned their reputation through storytelling, grit, and raw emotion. So grab your headphones, settle in, because we're counting down 10 action anime that'll awaken the side of you that lives for the fight. At number 10, we start in the streets of 19th century Paris, a world of vampires, secrets, and blood-stained beauty. The case study of Vanitas follows Noe, a young vampire chasing the truth behind a cursed book, and Vanitas, the eccentric human who wields it. But this isn't your typical vampire story. The two form an uneasy alliance, curing the corrupted one blood-drunk vampire at a time, while a sinister force called Charlatan spreads chaos in the shadows. Gorgeous animation, gothic atmosphere, and intense duels. This one feels less like an anime and more like a spell being cast on screen. Number 9 takes us to Tokyo, where peace is just an illusion, and behind every calm smile, a bullet waits to be fired. Lycoris Recoil follows two orphaned girls, Chisato and Takina, elite assassins trained by a secret organization known as Direct Attack. By day, they run a cozy cafe. By night, they eliminate threats before the public even knows they exist. What makes this series hit harder than its gunfire is the contrast between Chisato's carefree warmth and Takina's cold precision. As they face terrorists, hackers, and their own moral boundaries, the line between duty and freedom begins to blur. Fast-paced, emotional, and beautifully animated, Lycoris Recoil proves that even in a world of shadows, kindness can be the deadliest weapon. At number 8, we step into the mind of a boy who wanted to live in the shadows and ended up controlling them. The Eminence in Shadow follows Sid Kaganu, an ordinary kid obsessed with one dream, becoming the ultimate secret mastermind. When he's reborn in a fantasy world, he finally gets his chance. Sid builds a secret organization called Shadow Garden, spinning stories about an evil cult just for fun. But here's the twist. The cult he invented is real, and before long, his made-up game becomes a war that shakes the entire world. Part parody, part power fantasy, and completely addictive, The Eminence in Shadow is for anyone who's ever wanted to be the one pulling the strings from the dark. At number 7, we travel back to Japan's Meiji era, a time when peace was built on the corpses of warriors. Rurouni Kenshin tells the story of Himura Kenshin, once feared as the assassin Hitokuri Batasai, but now he carries a reverse blade sword, a weapon that can't kill, wielded by a man trying to make up for all the blood he spilled. In Tokyo, he meets Kaoru in her dojo, finding a fragile piece until ghosts from his past resurface. Each enemy tests his resolve, forcing him to choose between the killer he was and the protector he wants to be. It's a story of redemption, honor, and the painful truth that no one escapes their past and they only learn to fight it. At number 6, crime gets classy. Great Pretender follows Makoto Edamura, Japan's greatest swindler, or so he thinks, until the day he tries to con a stranger and ends up getting played by Laurent Thierry, a world-class con artist who turns crime into an art form. What starts as a simple scam spirals into a globe-trotting game of deception, from the streets of Los Angeles to the rooftops of Singapore and the casinos of London. Every arc is a perfectly planned heist full of double crosses, moral questions, and shocking payoffs. Stylish, unpredictable, and dripping with charm, Great Pretender doesn't just show you the con, it makes you fall for it. At number 5, we enter a city built on science and buried in secrets. A certain scientific railgun follows Makoto Misaka, one of Academy City's strongest espers known as the Railgun, for her ability to fire metal projectiles at the speed of sound. Alongside her best friend Kuroko, she keeps the peace as part of judgment, but behind the city's shiny surface lies a darker truth. Experiments on children, human cloning, and a project so cruel it shattered everything Makoto believed in, the Sisters Project. This isn't just another sci-fi action series, it's a deep dive into how far science will go to play God. Fast, emotional, and morally complex, Railgun Railgun proves that even electricity can't shock harder than the truth. At number 4, we step into a world where gods walk among humans, and every prayer comes with a price. Noragami Aragoto dives deep into the chaos between Yato, the stray god searching for purpose, and Beishamon, the goddess of war haunted by her past. What starts as a divine rivalry slowly unravels into a web of betrayal, guilt, and redemption as Yato's buried sins come clawing back from the shadows. Alongside Hiyori, who drifts between the human and spirit world, and Yukin, his troubled Shinki, Yato faces not only enemies but the weight of the god he used to be. With stunning fight choreography, emotional storytelling, and haunting music, Aragoto isn't just about gods. It's about the humans they fail to save and the monsters they become trying to fix it. At number 3, we enter a world where words cut deeper than swords. Katanagatari follows Shichika Yasuri, a swordsman who doesn't wield a blade, and Togame, a cunning strategist who recruits him to collect 12 legendary swords forged by a mad genius. But this isn't your typical sword-fighting anime. Each weapon tells a story. Each battle tests not just strength, but resolve, trust, and emotion. Across Japan, their bond grows from strangers to partners and something far more fragile. With painterly visuals, poetic dialogue, and a finale that cuts straight through the heart, Katanagatari isn't just a story about swords. It's about how every journey ends with a choice and every char. At number 2, we dive into a city where words are power, and every name hides a weapon. Bungō Stray Dogs follows Atsushi Nakajima, a boy cast out and starving until he crosses paths with the Armed Detective Agency, a group of gifted individuals who solve crimes too dangerous for the police. But these aren't ordinary detectives. Each one possesses an ability named after a famous literary author, and their rivals, the Port Mafia, are just as deadly. Behind the bullets and explosions lies a deeper story of broken people searching for meaning in a world that constantly rejects them. It's stylish, violent, and philosophical, a masterpiece that mixes literature, madness, and morality into one unforgettable fight for purpose. And at number 1, chaos takes the throne. Baccano isn't just an anime, it's an experience. Set during America's Prohibition era, it weaves together gangsters, immortals, alchemists, and thieves, all trapped in a story that jumps through time like a bullet ricocheting through history. On the Flying Pussyfoot, a train soaked in blood and secrets, destinies collide as an ancient elixir of immortality links them all. From 1711's doomed alchemists to the crime families of 1930s New York. There's no main character, no single timeline, just a world spinning out of control where everyone's story matters and everyone bleeds. Brutal, brilliant, and unforgettable. Baccano is the kind of anime that doesn't just tell a story, it throws you right into the middle of it. And there you have it, 10 action anime that prove the genre is far more than flashy fights and explosions. Each one of these stories hits differently, some with chaos, some with beauty, and some with pain. But all of them remind us why we fell in love with anime in the first place. The emotion, the intensity, and the worlds that refuse to let us go. So tell me, how many of these have you actually seen? And which one are you adding to your watch list tonight? Drop your answer in the comments, and if this list opened your eyes to even one hidden gem, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, join the dungeon, and keep your blades sharp, because this is just the beginning.